I heard a quote years ago. Job, remember the story of Job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Job's friends were great until they started talking. Because if you read in the story of Job, when he goes through all this devastation and suffering, and he's sitting in an ash heap, loses all his sons and daughters, and he's got sores all over his body, his friends come and they just sit with him for a week. Then they start trying to tell him what he's doing wrong and what he needs to do next, and giving him all the should. You should. Here's why this is happening. And then they start being idiots, right? But for a week, they just sat with him in silence.
Wow.
They should have just continued. They should have just continued that, because that's kind of what he needed in that moment. So yeah, I think that's a whole conversation that I'd like to have with people in my family. But it's, learning to grieving well. I've heard other people say, my prayer for you after they lose a loved one is that you would grieve deeply, and that you would grieve well, and that you would also grieve with hope. Mm-hmm. That you wouldn't be without hope, even in the devastating circumstances that you're going through.
Yeah.
And I'm here. That's it. And that's really all they say. And I'm like, that's well done.